Have you ever wondered why you still feel sluggish and low on energy in the morning, even after eating breakfast? The truth is, it's not just about eating breakfast, it's about what you eat. Many older adults unknowingly start their day with foods that seem harmless, even marketed as healthy, but in reality, they can have negative effects on blood sugar, heart health, and cognitive function. Poor breakfast choices can trigger inflammation in the body, leaving you feeling fatigued all day, increasing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even accelerating aging. But the good news is, by simply avoiding a few common foods, you can significantly improve your health and longevity. In this video, I'll reveal 5 breakfast foods that older adults should never eat, and more importantly, I'll share healthier alternatives to start your day right. Stay until the end to protect your health. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Now, let's get started. Food 1. Sugary cereals and pastries. I have met many older patients who often complain about feeling sluggish, getting hungry quickly after breakfast, or even experiencing dizziness and a racing heart without understanding why. After asking them about their eating habits, I discovered that most of them start their day with instant cereals, muffins, or a donut paired with a sugary coffee. They believe this is a quick, convenient, and healthy breakfast, as marketed on labels claiming to be whole grain, nutrient-rich, or heart-healthy. But the reality is quite the opposite. Processed cereals and sugary pastries are among the biggest culprits behind sudden blood sugar spikes in the morning. When you consume these foods, your blood sugar levels rise rapidly, prompting your body to release a large amount of insulin to manage the sugar. However, this is followed by a sudden drop in blood sugar, leaving you feeling fatigued, sluggish, craving more food, and constantly hungry. This is why many older adults feel energized immediately after breakfast, but then crash within an hour, needing another snack to keep going. Over time, this pattern increases the risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and even chronic inflammation in the body. I remember one of my patients, Richard, a 68-year-old man who truly believed that the whole grain cereal he bought at the supermarket was a healthy choice because the packaging boasted high fiber and heart-friendly benefits. However, he never noticed that a single serving contained more than 10 grams of sugar, and that's before adding sweetened milk and a side of biscuits. Every morning, he felt alert immediately after eating, but within an hour, he would experience drowsiness, sugar cravings, and even shaky hands from hunger. When he came to see me, and I explained the hidden dangers of processed sugar in his breakfast, he was surprised. I advised him to switch to a more natural, protein and fiber-rich breakfast. After just 1 month of having whole oats, Greek yogurt, and nuts for breakfast, he noticed a dramatic change. He had more steady energy throughout the day, no longer craved snacks, and most importantly, he stopped experiencing sudden hunger crashes. If you regularly start your day with processed cereals or sugary pastries, consider making a change starting tomorrow. Instead of consuming high-sugar foods that leave you exhausted and increase your risk of disease, opt for nutrient-dense, natural alternatives like whole oats, eggs, nuts, berries, or unsweetened yogurt. A healthy breakfast not only provides stable energy, but also supports heart health, helps control weight, and keeps you feeling strong throughout the day. Don't let seemingly harmless foods sabotage your well-being. Make smart choices right from the first meal of the day. Food 2. Processed meats, bacon, sausage, cold cuts. Bacon, sausage, and deli meats have long been a staple of breakfast for many people, especially in America. I have met countless older patients who, when asked about their breakfast habits, would tell me they eat a few slices of bacon with eggs or a sandwich with deli ham. They believe this is a protein-rich breakfast that fuels them for the day. But what they don't realize is that these foods pose serious health risks, particularly for older adults. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, and ham contain high amounts of salt, saturated fat, and preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites. Excessive salt intake raises blood pressure, forcing the heart to work harder, which over time increases the risk of stroke and heart attack. Saturated fats in processed meats can elevate bad cholesterol, LDL, trigger inflammation, and damage artery walls. But perhaps the most alarming issue is that the preservatives used in these meats can transform into carcinogenic compounds once inside the body, significantly increasing the risk of colorectal cancer. This is something many people don't consider when biting into a crispy strip of bacon in the morning. I once had a patient named Elaine, 72 years old, who had been eating bacon daily for years, believing it was a good source of protein that made breakfast more enjoyable. But recently, she started experiencing health issues: high blood pressure, frequent bloating, digestive discomfort, and even occasional episodes of an unusually rapid heartbeat. When she came to see me, I asked her to track her diet, and it became clear that her routine consumption of processed meats was a major contributor to her declining health. I advised her to make some changes and swap out bacon for healthier protein sources like eggs, salmon, avocado, or even tofu for variety. She was hesitant at first, as she was so used to the taste of bacon, but after just a month of adjusting her diet, she noticed a dramatic improvement. Her blood pressure stabilized, the bloating disappeared, and she felt more energized throughout the day. If processed meats are a regular part of your breakfast, it may be time to rethink your choices. You don't have to eliminate them entirely, but reducing your intake and replacing them with healthier alternatives can make a huge difference. Eggs, skinless chicken, salmon, and legumes are excellent sources of protein that support heart health, reduce inflammation, and promote long-term well-being. Small changes today can lead to a significantly healthier future. Take care of your body by making smarter food choices. Food 3. Sweetened yogurt and fruit juice. Flavored yogurt and fruit juice have long been seen as healthy breakfast choices, especially for older adults who want to maintain their well-being. I've met many patients who firmly believe that starting the day with a glass of orange juice and a cup of strawberry yogurt is the perfect way to fuel their bodies with vitamins and probiotics. They think they're making a smart choice for digestion and overall health. But unfortunately, the reality isn't that simple. Most store-bought flavored yogurts contain an alarming amount of sugar, sometimes even more than a can of soda. When sugar is consumed quickly without fiber or protein to slow its absorption, blood sugar levels spike and then drop rapidly, leaving you feeling fatigued, irritable, and craving more food. And what about fruit juice? Even if the label says 100% pure, once the fruit is juiced, most of the fiber is removed. This means that the natural sugars are absorbed too quickly into the bloodstream, increasing the risk of blood sugar imbalances, chronic inflammation, and even cognitive decline. I remember a patient named Margaret, 74 years old, who came to see me because she was constantly feeling drained by mid-morning. She told me her morning routine included a glass of fresh orange juice and a cup of strawberry yogurt, believing it was the best way to get her daily dose of vitamin C and probiotics. But within an hour of breakfast, she would feel exhausted, struggle to concentrate, and often crave snacks. When I asked her to track her meals, we discovered that her high-sugar, low-fiber breakfast was the culprit behind these energy crashes. I suggested a few simple changes. Instead of drinking juice, she switched to eating whole fruits like oranges, apples, or berries, which retain their fiber and help slow down sugar absorption. She also replaced her sugary yogurt with plain Greek yogurt and added walnuts and a handful of blueberries for extra nutrition. Within just 2 weeks, she noticed a dramatic difference: no more mid-morning fatigue, more stable moods, and significantly fewer cravings for sweets. If you've been starting your day with fruit juice or flavored yogurt, Consider making a change today. Opting for unsweetened yogurt with fresh fruit and nuts will help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and provide steady energy throughout the day. Breakfast sets the tone for your health, so choose foods that truly nourish your body rather than those that just offer temporary satisfaction. Food 4. White bread and refined starches. White bread, pancakes, and bagels have long been a breakfast staple for many people, especially older adults. They're soft, easy to eat, and pair well with a variety of foods. But what many don't realize is that these foods offer little nutritional value, and over time can actually harm your health. Refined carbohydrates found in white bread and processed flour-based foods have been stripped of most of their fiber and essential nutrients. Once consumed, they quickly break down into sugar, causing blood sugar levels to spike and then crash, leaving you feeling hungry, tired, and craving more food. When this cycle repeats itself frequently, it increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and chronic inflammation. Even more concerning, some studies suggest that a high intake of refined carbohydrates may be linked to Alzheimer's disease due to their role in promoting inflammation and negatively affecting brain function. I once had a patient named Robert, 71 years old, who came to me complaining that he constantly felt hungry, even just an hour after eating breakfast. He also reported frequent fatigue and low energy. When I asked about his morning routine, Robert shared that he typically had white bread with jam or butter, sometimes accompanied by a cup of coffee. While this may sound like a harmless breakfast, it was actually the root cause of his unstable blood sugar levels, spiking right after eating, then crashing shortly after, leaving him exhausted and craving more sugar to keep going. I advised Robert to switch up his breakfast by incorporating whole grain bread, oatmeal, and healthy fats like peanut butter, flax seeds, or avocado. Within just a month, he noticed a significant difference. His mid-morning fatigue disappeared, his cravings for sweets decreased, and his weight was much easier to manage. If you regularly eat white bread or refined carbs for breakfast, consider making a healthier swap. Whole grain bread, whole grains, and balanced meals with protein and healthy fats will help stabilize blood sugar, provide lasting energy, and lower the risk of chronic disease. Sometimes, even the smallest change in your breakfast routine can make a big difference in your long-term health. Food 5. Coffee with sugar and cream. Coffee is an essential part of the morning routine for many people, especially older adults. A hot cup of coffee can help wake up the mind and create a sense of relaxation to start the day. However, what often goes unnoticed is that it's not just the coffee itself, but what gets added to it. Sugar, artificial creamers, or flavored syrups that can pose serious health risks. Many people habitually add excessive amounts of sugar or creamer to their coffee to enhance its sweetness and richness, without realizing that this significantly increases their daily intake of sugar and unhealthy fats. Sugar contributes to a higher risk of diabetes and obesity, while artificial creamers often contain hydrogenated oils, a type of trans fat that raises bad cholesterol, LDL, lowers good cholesterol, HDL, and increases the risk of heart disease. Additionally, many store-bought or pre-made coffee drinks are packed with hidden sugars and artificial sweeteners, which can disrupt blood sugar levels and negatively impact metabolism. I once had a patient named Linda, 70 years old, who loved her morning coffee with milk and believed it was a healthy habit. However, she frequently experienced jitteriness, rapid heartbeats, and occasional blood sugar crashes before noon. When I reviewed her diet, we discovered that her daily coffee contained nearly 30 grams of sugar, the equivalent of a can of soda. When I suggested she switch to black coffee or try unsweetened almond milk instead of artificial creamer, she noticed a significant difference in just a short time. No more jitteriness, more stable blood sugar levels, and fewer sudden hunger pangs throughout the day. If you enjoy coffee in the morning, consider adjusting how you drink it to make it healthier. Opting for black coffee or adding a splash of unsweetened plant-based milk is a much better choice than sugary, heavily processed coffee drinks. A small but mindful change in your morning routine can go a long way in maintaining your health and preventing chronic diseases. Breakfast is not just the first meal of the day. It's the foundation that determines your energy levels, mental clarity, and overall health. Seemingly harmless foods like sugary cereals, processed meats, flavored yogurts, white bread, or coffee loaded with cream and sugar can silently harm your body, increasing the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and chronic inflammation. The good news is that you don't have to give up your favorite breakfast foods entirely. Just swap them for healthier alternatives like whole grains, high-quality protein, and good fats. A few small changes in your morning routine can make a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, and leave a comment about your favorite breakfast. Have you eaten any of the foods on this list? Do you have a go-to breakfast habit you'd like to share? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable health tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.